Hello.
Welcome, everybody, to TRB Live. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are so happy to have you. If you're joining us live or listening on your favorite podcast app, the base is open. And if you're listening to this, that means you are part of the resistance. So welcome to TRB. I'm John. With me, as always, is Lacey. Lacey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well. Full disclosure, being that we are live right now, I am the only parent in the house, and both kids are upstairs in their rooms, and the dog's up there. And I hope all is going well. But the show must go on, and that's why we are here talking Star Wars. Make sure you do subscribe to our podcast if you haven't yet. The Resistance broadcast, you can find it on any podcast app, free to listen. If it has a rating system and you like what we do, and you could throw us a 5-star rating, because some meanies have been rating bombing us lately. That's not very cool. But
yeah.
yeah, support the pod. We appreciate that very much. And then, of course, all the other stuff. trbpodcast.com. You can actually listen and watch the podcast there. You can also buy our new merch there as well. We have our other podcast, Nerdy and Nice, which is picking up steam. Our Spotify Wrapped was very impressive for that show. So thank you to everybody who's also listened to Nerdy and Nice, where we talk about all the other stuff. We're going to be talking about the Supergirl trailer on Monday, the return of the Hunger Games folk, and a lot of things. But here we talk Star Wars. And before I get into our warm-up, I do want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been supporting TRB on Patreon. When George Lucas says John Williams' music is the lifeblood of Star Wars, Patreon is the lifeblood of the Resistance broadcast. And we couldn't do this podcast the way we do it, how often we do it, and how we aim to continue to grow and improve the show without that support. So however you support us, from the Majors to the Spice Runners, we can't thank you enough. So thank you all so much. And if Grandma happens to slip you an extra C note this Christmas and you want to join Patreon, hop over
An
to
extra
Patreon.
$12.
Yeah. Hop over to patreon.com/TRB podcast and sign up, because we just did a watch along of Home Alone. We do a lot of mini episodes, exclusive podcast episodes just for Patreon. We do nerdy and nice stuff there. We have a Discord server. We are doing a live holiday party. So many cool things on our Patreon as a thank you for your support. So if you have been thinking about it, it's always a good time to join the base. Thank you all. Lacey, a couple of warm-ups. The first one being, I guess I'll start with this one because I just mentioned Supergirl. But remember how David Cornsweet was like, my dream role is to be a Jedi in Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the young lad has now pivoted. And
He definitely has.
The last son of Krypton, maybe he's had talks with people and they're like, you can't be a Jedi, you're Superman. So now, now Lacey, what does he want to be now?
An X-Wing pilot.
He wants to be an X-Wing pilot. So maybe a smaller role. I don't know. But there are a lot more opportunities for X-Wing pilots in Star Wars than Jedi, I think. So maybe he's just trying to find his way on frame in a Star Wars movie. But I'm a big fan of David Cornsweet. They're starting filming for Superman in like 4 months. Supergirl's coming out. He's going to be in that. He seems like such a good guy, and he's a really good actor, and always rooting for him. And I absolutely loved Superman. So if he can make it into Star Wars with one of these bad boys on him, then let's do it. Let's get
Oh my
Superman
God. He might be the most
in an
attractive X-Wing pilot we've ever seen in Star Wars.
Really? More than Jed Porkins? Interesting.
I know. How
Very
dare I?
interesting.
How dare I?
Yeah. The other story, Lacey, did you see how much money the official first painting of Star Wars just got at auction?
I believe it was 3.9 million, John.
Yeah. So I guess
I read the article, to be fair. I didn't.
This painting, we could break the fourth wall, right? But
I'm just saying, I don't want people to be like, wow, she really knew that. She's really good pricing. She should be on Price is Right. No, I read the article.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, so Tom Jung had made this painting, and it was really people's first look at what Star Wars would be. And it came out just under 2 weeks before the movie came out on May 13th, 1977, which I believe is also right around George Lucas's birthday. So a very cool item. Now that I know that that's what that is, I think that'd be pretty cool to get a replica of that in a poster frame and get that on the wall. Just like knowing that a lot of people looked at that in their newspaper for the first time, and that was the first time anyone put an image to what this Star Wars thing was. And now here we are 48 years later, podcasting about it. It's pretty amazing.
Can I tell you
Um,
what kind of bothered me about this article, though? This
oh yeah,
story
yeah,
in general,
yeah.
is that the painting was Gary Kurtz, and he left it to his daughter, and then his daughter was like, "Yo, I'm selling this." Like,
Mm,
that bothers me on so many
mm,
levels outside of just being a Star Wars fan. Like, I'm very sentimental when it comes to, like, items passed down. It's, like, a really
yeah,
kinda tough subject with me because I've had
yeah.
relatives where I've gotten nothing from them, so it's like they don't exist in the world. So, when I read that and it was like, "Oh, he left it to his daughter," and then she was like, "Nah, let's sell this thing." I was like, "What? What?" Like, I would
Mm.
proudly hang that up in my house, above my fireplace, and I'd be like, "That was my dad's." Like,
No,
"What?"
Gary. Yeah, Gary Kurtz didn't paint it, but I guess
But it's
it was
his. It was
it was
his
given to
item.
him. Yeah, by
Yes.
Tom Jung. Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Can I?
saying, like, you're just gonna get rid of something that your dad, like, left to you?
Especially Gary Kurtz,
I
the
know.
legendary
I don't
producer.
know.
Can I be honest for a second?
Sure, sure.
I'd sell it too.
You
Ah,
you're such an ass.
give me that 4 million, baby. The economy's brutal. I'd sell that thing too.
So terrible.
Gone. Yeah. Reserve not met.
Oh my god.
All right.
Kyle in the comments says,
Yeah,
"I mean,
even
for
Kyle.
that much money."
Kyle's like the
times are
sweetest,
tough, man.
nicest guy in the world, as far as we know. And
He
Kyle's
really
like,
is.
sell that painting.
I would not. I would hold on to it. I would.
I think
I
you would
would.
sell it too.
No, I would not.
You would sell it so that we can quit our jobs and actually podcast full time.
I'm serious. I wouldn't. I'm like
All
really,
right.
really sentimental when it comes to like stuff from relatives that have passed away. Like, I've been getting stuff from my grandfather and he's still with us. Thankfully. Love him, adore him. And I'm like, please don't give me that. And now I'm like, I have it and I'll never get rid of this stuff. Like I'll keep them all the
Yeah, I
Hummels.
understand.
Like
Yeah.
nothing will ever leave my house. So I would never ever sell that painting. No, I would never.
Right on. All right.
I would have it just to tell the story every time someone came in my house, which is like no one. But
That's true. Um, we are gonna get to some super chats and stuff like that in a little bit, but we are doing a live Ask the Resistance. So if you have any Star Wars
Mhm.
questions, especially as we start getting into our main news stories, which we're about to get into in just a moment, fire them off in the chat. Just do us a favor, use the hashtag Ask the Resistance so we know that you want it to be used on the show. And of course, if you have super chats, they will be light sped right to the front of the line, and we could probably knock out this first one that we got here from a regular super chatter.
Oh, you want me to redo that? I was just looking at the comments and people are saying they would sell or they wouldn't sell. I think that's our next poll on Patreon is like, would you sell or would you not sell?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
David Ford with the super chat says Target has side cap displays with Vader, Luke, and Yoda's lightsabers. Noticeably absent are Ben Solo and Rey's lightsabers. Where's my Ben Solo, Bob? David, I've been asking this question for how many years now? Was it 7 years?
Don't.
Hasbro, they know me when I roll up. They're like, Lacey, please don't do this. Don't
Did
keep
you just do that on
asking.
purpose?
What? Do what? What? What'd I do?
You did the thing.
What thing?
The 6-7 thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what 6-7 is?
No. What are you talking
Good for
about?
you. Let's move on. Chat, let her know. We move forward. All right, put those questions in the chat. Hashtag ask the Resistance, and we will get to those a little bit later. But we have some pretty cool stories to get into in the Resistance Report.
It's the Resistance.
This might be the biggest news of the entire podcast is that Lacey doesn't know what 6'7" is. That's pretty funny.
Oh, is that like the thing that kids have been saying that like nobody knows what it means and like they had to stop
Yes,
using 6'7" in like restaurants and like
exactly that. Yeah,
oh, okay. Well, I
yeah.
didn't mean to do that on purpose. I just was literally estimating the time that it took from this movie to now.
No, yeah.
Maybe I'm more hip
Um,
than you think. Maybe.
yeah, sure. Uh, we do have some stories to get into here, LG. The first one everyone knows about, so we're obviously not breaking the news, but we're going to talk about it. Star Wars, the original Star Wars, returns to theaters for the 50th anniversary, as many of us had suspected it would, but not like this. They are completely disobeying the wishes of George Lucas, and why not? Give the people what they want. And the original theatrical version of Star Wars, I think it's going to be rebuffed and maybe remastered, but the original theatrical cut of Star Wars is heading back to theaters in February of 2027 on Lacey's birthday. So, how about
Guys,
that?
it's like Star Wars knew that the perfect day to release this would be my birthday.
Yeah. Which is
I
also
said,
my wife's birthday, and she's not a
yeah,
Star Wars fan at all.
she could not care less. I commented on it saying, "Wow, Star Wars, thank you so much," and I didn't get any witty comment back or anything. So apparently, Star Wars doesn't care when my birthday is.
That's all right. We still got to buy that Tom Cruise cake ourselves, don't we?
I know.
Yeah.
But I was pretty hyped when they said when it was coming out. I was like, this date is everywhere, and now everybody's gonna know it's my birthday that day.
So, one, did they say whether it's going to be? I assume it's going to get a little bit of a run. Like it's not going to be a 1 day thing, right? They're going to probably let it have a little bit of a run.
Is my birthday on a Friday that year, or is it a Thursday? What
You
day
tell
is it?
me.
I don't know. I would assume
day
if
was
it's a
it this
Friday,
year?
they're gonna run it. They're gonna run it. They're gonna run it all weekend. I think it's gonna be a
Yeah.
birthday weekend celebration for me.
Hopefully, at least that. Yeah. The
Yeah.
only thing that I'm nervous about with it is the movie going experience is a little tough today sometimes. And I just
Mm.
fear the nerds who can't help themselves, who are gonna like shout at the moments that were in the special edition that aren't anymore, and that sort of
Oh.
thing, to like smartest guy in the room type of guys. They're gonna be in all those theaters. So I'm a
Are you
little
just
worried about that.
explaining
But
yourself? Are you just giving everybody a heads up that you're gonna be doing that?
excuse me, I am the most well-behaved theater patron on the planet. I keep my mouth shut. I watch my movie. I don't take my phone out. Even when I chew my popcorn, I'm keeping my mouth closed. I am an exemplary patron
I
of movie
don't
theaters. If
take my
Yeah,
phone out. I don't do that. But
yeah.
I have been known to be like, "Oh my god," like out loud.
I thought you were gonna say I've been known to chew loud. And I was like,
No. Like kind of make comments, like the
yeah.
infamous one for Rise of Skywalker when they cheered when they kissed, and I said, "Don't clap yet," out loud.
Mm,
Couldn't
yeah,
help
you shouldn't have
myself.
done that. Yeah,
Yeah.
big
Mm.
mistake.
But I'm
But
excited for this though.
yeah, this is gonna be really cool. I think a lot of people are really gonna love this, and it's probably gonna make a nice chunk of change. I would say let it run. Why not? They're purposely putting it out 3 months before Starfighter, so there's no clash there. Give it a few weeks, let it run, and see what kind of money people put into that, knowing that it's probably the only time they're gonna see the original theatrical version in theaters ever again.
Yeah.
And my guess is this has opened the floodgates. So I'm thinking in 2030, you're getting Empire Strikes Back. In 2033, you're getting Return of the Jedi with Yub Nub. Yub Nub in the theaters in 2033, folks. So mark your calendars. It's coming.
Wait, is this isn't the special edition version? This is like the original?
That's the whole thing. Yeah. It's the original
Oh, I
theatrically
didn't realize that.
released
I was
version.
just so excited that Star Wars was in the movies that I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to see this." I didn't know it was like original.
So just to be clear, A New Hope is not returning to theaters. You will not see A New Hope in theaters. You will only have Star Wars. You are not going to see Star Wars Episode 4 in theaters, folks. No. You're going to see Star Wars. And that's what it is. It's very exciting. I'm totally
Mm,
pumped to go see this.
mm.
Absolutely. I think the only difference is they're going to Which they may already have the cells from when they did the special edition, but it's going to be, remastered and cleaned up. But it's going to be, they're not going to change. None of the changes are going to be in place. It's going to be the OG theatrical release of Star Wars, which means no
Anthony over on
McClunky, all
yeah,
that stuff.
Anthony over on Instagram, thanks for watching over there. Anthony says they're advertising it as no Jabba.
As no Jabba.
Is that true?
Yeah, well, that scene's not going to be there. Yeah. Yeah. That means no Boba Fett.
Wild.
Yeah.
Hal Hickle's like, how dare you?
Luke's lightsaber is going to look all like janky and white and stuff.
Yeah,
It's going to be amazing. No CGI rocks in front of R2 and all that, but it's a really
Hal
good
Hickle's
time.
like, all that work I did, no.
Yeah, all right. Hal probably they'll probably show it. My mic just fell.
I was
They'll
gonna say,
probably show it
what
at
was
Lucasfilm
that?
or something. My mic took
Yeah,
a dive. My mic was like, I'm
probably.
out. No, but very
No
cool.
Jabba. Get me out
yeah.
of here.
No Jabba. All right, but our next story, very, very interesting. A lot of people talking about this one. Daisy Ridley speaks. All the Jedi speaks. And Daisy Ridley was asked if she knew about the news or the reveal by Adam Driver about the rejection of The Hunt for Ben Solo. And she had a decent amount to say about it. She put a lot of thought into the fan perspective on it and the unity of fans and all that stuff. And then a slight little thing at the end about the Rey movie, which, again, very vague, sadly. But she did talk about it, so we can update the calendar to December 11th, 2025, as Daisy Ridley talking about the Rey movie. But Lacey, you're a huge Daisy Ridley fan. You're a huge Rey fan. What do you make of her comments? And do any of her comments tell you anything in terms of hints on, like, was she involved? Was she not? Like, give me your take. Give me your take on what Daisy Ridley had to say about The Hunt for Ben Solo.
I will give my take after you read these quotes like Daisy Ridley, because I've been waiting all day for you to read these quotes as Daisy Ridley, because this is a prime moment for you, John. You've been waiting for this moment for years, and your time.
But this isn't a real impression. This isn't the JJ impression.
Don't walk it back now. Don't walk it back now. Let's go.
Oh God.
Start with I knew a piece of it.
All right.
This is John Hoey playing Daisy Ridley in the IGN.com article.
Okay, here we go. I knew a piece of it. I heard rumblings. No, that's Adam Driver. Sorry.
That wasn't even Adam Driver. I don't know who that was. That sounded like some insurance commercial. Go.
It was Christopher Lee. All right. I knew a piece of it. I had rumblings. I have lots of friends who are crew, so things always travel like that. But whoa, when the story came out, no, I was like, oh my God. And then it was him that said it, right? Was it Adam? It's funny because I was like, oh wow, Adam is saying it. And that's the big surprise of the year. All right, I'm done. So my Daisy really is essentially Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
It does sound like Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Or says Trey Parker, which that is an ultimate honor.
Every impression you do sounds like some type of Trey Parker impression. Yeah. Anyway, this is exciting just to hear from Daisy talking about Star Wars, because anytime Daisy's talking about Star Wars in any interview, it's going to hit headlines. It's going to be a big deal. Everybody's going to talk about it. But this specifically, because let's be honest, the Reylos are still tuned in. Ever since the 100 Ben Solo, they're reading every article, looking for any type of hint, whether it's on social media or like this through interviews. So I think her saying, I knew a piece of it, I heard rumblings, is a little bit of a downplay of how much she knew. I think you can't have a full movie with Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, Ben Solo. Well, Ben Solo, let's be honest, not Kylo Ren, but you know what I mean? You can't have him as that character again and not have her know the overall story, if not read a script. I think she read the script and be involved somehow. because the time that she was talking to Kathleen and Kennedy and going to have lunch with her is the
Oh
same
yeah.
time frame she was talking to Adam, and as we know, the same time frame she was talking to Sean Levy, and it's just like all these conversations were happening at the same time. So there's no way that she just heard rumblings. Like, she was involved. Adam was very clear when he was doing interviews over the past few years that the focus of the character that he always wanted to explore more was the dyad between him and Rey. So you can't have that exploration without the other half of the dyad. So I think she's downplaying it a little bit. But what I did really, really like was that she called out the fact that Adam's the one that leaked this information. That Adam was the one that was like, no, this is definitely happening. This was the director on it. This is what's going on. Like, he's the mouthpiece. Because we know from press tours that like there were premieres he just skipped. There were things he didn't do. He barely gave anything in interviews. So the fact that he's out there just being like, yeah, they dropped the ball here. They really failed.
Wait, has he done an interview yet about it, or was it just through text, like through print?
It was just that one that he did.
I can't wait till he finally does an interview, and like you see the
I
look on his
know.
face, and like
Because the funny thing is he did that interview and then left the country to go film a movie, so he knew what he was doing when he left. It's like that meme with the girl that's looking at the camera while the house is on fire behind her. It's
Yeah.
literally that meme with Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, the shot in the dark, dude. Just come on our
Come
show.
on the show.
Like you don't.
Yeah.
Nope. No, like if you don't want to answer certain questions, fine. Like just come hang out. Like we can have a drink. Like it's not a big deal. Come on TRB. Let's talk about it, and we'll see
Yeah.
what we can do. Let's have some fun.
We'll bring on Eunice too. You guys can talk
Yeah.
together on that show. She loved
Yeah,
talking.
Eunice Huthart will join. We'll talk about
Yeah.
all of
Group
those
chat.
stories. Yeah.
In group chat.
Yeah.
Adam's like, never.
Never. Who are you?
What? Get out of here.
I know what I have to do, and I have the strength to say no. I will not go on your podcast.
No, but the part that I did like was the Adam part that she made, because that's so typical her, and it goes back to the interviews that I loved that she did during Last Jedi, where she watched scenes on the laptop and then gave her reaction and would stop it and talk. And she kept talking all the time about how Adam hated things. Like, he hated carrying her around. He hated how she broke character a lot, like during very serious scenes. Like, she kind of made fun of him a little bit. But it made me happy to read the segment about positivity in the fandom and how she liked how everybody was united around the Ben Solo movie. And we said that too when we were reacting to it. It seemed like every side of fandom was like, why aren't we getting this movie? We should be getting this movie. We all want this movie. Why not?
Yeah.
And so I think with Daisy Ridley and Rey specifically, the amount of negativity she has gotten over the years online, it's nice to see her seeing the good side. Fandom for once.
I agree.
The fun side that she gets to be like, look at all the hype. And if you don't think that she texted Adam that day and was like, you didn't, then come on. She says that he went over her parents' house for dinner. You don't think they talk every once in a while? Like, come on. So that's my reaction anyway.
One thing that stood out to me was she said, I have lots of friends who are crew, and crew to me is production people. And we know this movie was starting pre-production.
Mhm.
So she was probably getting a lot of like bits of info, like,
because she's in it.
We're going to this planet. We're doing this. We're doing that.
Yes.
But the fact she said crew specifically, it reminded me that they were in the early stages of like pre-production and all that. And they had the full script. So if I had to guess, she's probably read a script.
She was in
If I had to
it.
guess.
She was in this
You don't
movie.
know. Well, we don't. Well, we think she was, but I'm saying, like, based on what we know,
I would bet money.
You can't say 100%.
100%.
Cannot say 100. You cannot.
I'm 100% saying she was in this movie. There is no way Rey did not at least show up at some point.
Can you say 99? Like
100.
Oh my god.
100. And I guarantee this.
67%.
I think this movie led into her movie, and that's why they're having to rechange the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to that episode where we talked about how Bob Iger killed Ben Solo again. We went
He did.
to
Not only that, as we know from today, guys, he killed all of Disney too and its value by putting it into an AI machine. So Bob's really
yeah, but
on par with doing
we
great things with Star Wars.
we went kooky with the theories on that one, but I think we also went like nail on the head with some of them. So I don't want to regurgitate all that or repeat all that,
Mhm. Mhm.
but yeah, I do like what she had to say. I do agree with you, Lacey, to be serious, that she's being a bit coy about it. I do think that movie may have impacted her movie. I don't like that she still has to be so vague about her movie. I think people are getting a little frustrated with that every time she's asked about it, and I'm sure she is too. She can't really say much.
Mhm.
But my favorite part was her talking about the positivity of fans, and she knows how volatile Star Wars fans are, and she said it and she glossed over that in so many words while acknowledging it. But she did say she loves that there's a collective of fans and when fans can unite in a fandom that has so many varied thoughts and passions and all that. I really like that she appreciates when the fans do unite in a positive way because you don't often hear the actors talk about that. You know, they know, they're
Mhm.
aware of when fans are rooting for them or have their back because they know the bad stuff and you know they know the good stuff. And I like the fact that we're used to hearing actors talking about or asked about the negativity of fans and all this stuff. I like that she's acknowledging the positivity of fans and the unity of fans to just simply say, this thing that you were going to do, we want you to be able to do that. And I love that she said that. So Daisy Ridley, again, class act all the way. I do think she knows more than she's leading on here. But that
I
goes with
never
the
thought of it
secrecy
like
of,
that.
I never thought of it like that before. But anyway, really cool
Uh,
story, and I hope with more pressure, maybe something happens here. But
yeah, I don't
uh,
know why they're not doing this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, that they're not making this movie and they're not, prove me wrong, Lucasfilm and Disney, but I'm gonna say this is
yeah,
dumb. No
yeah,
offense. Maybe a
and we
little
had
offense. Maybe a little. I'll
yeah,
stand on that. Maybe a little.
yeah. Now at the top of the show, I remember I said I think they're remaking KOTOR. Maybe that was on our Patreon video, but
Yeah.
Will's popping in here with a super chat. Thank you, dude. Breaking some
Thanks,
news
Will.
that the Game Awards just announced the fate of the Old Republic game was
Yeah, there's a
just
trailer.
announced.
There's a trailer.
Wow. All
I can
right.
try to get it
Well,
up if you wanna react to it.
go for it. We'll see. We'll see what
Let me
happens.
see if
But
I can do it. Okay, keep
let me
talking. Let me see
chug.
if I can share my
I'll
screen.
chug through this last story while you dig into that because this is a pretty
Alright.
straightforward one. Good news about Star Wars TV. Andor. It's not Emmy related, but Andor made AFI's award list of the top 10 TV shows of 2025. So congratulations to Andor.
Mhm.
And now we are about to react to the trailer
Yeah, let me make sure I
for
have this
Fate
right.
of the
Guys,
Old
this is
Republic.
this is a true live stream. I'm making sure this is all good. Let's see if I can hear. Can
This
you
is
hear a
live
little bit?
podcasting.
This is live podcasting. Can you hear a little bit of it?
You have
No?
to
Yes?
unpause it, I think. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Maybe turn it up a little
You have
bit.
not seen this. A little bit? A little bit? I don't wanna get
Turn it up a
copyright
little.
stricken.
No, it's okay.
No, I don't want to get
Okay, don't.
Alright. Got a ship going over a planet. I like these graphics. They look good. I'm explaining to the audio people what we're watching.
Good call.
It looks good.
Wow, that does look good.
Yeah, looks really good.
I mean, this looks like a movie.
It does. It's a good cut screen. Is that Bastilla Shan?
What is it called? The Fate of the Old Republic?
Or is that someone else? Okay, we got 3 people, a droid, someone else. I agree. Scott in the comments says looks dope. It does look dope. Looks very dope. All right. She's got some sick hair. All right. Oh. Lightsaber.
Oh, the epic music.
All right. The fate is in your hands. All right. Do you want to watch it again, or are we all good?
Yeah, we're good for now.
Okay, I will remove. That's really sick. It looks really good. I wish I knew more of the story. I'm sure there is more, but I don't currently know what it is because we're doing this live. We're doing it live.
Yeah, I'm trying to let people know via Twitter that we just reacted to this live. So come
The reaction was, "Wow, this looks great. It looks so good. Oh, a lightsaber looks so good." It was more ASMR than reaction.
That's true. No, that looks incredible. Oh my god, I am so excited for KOTOR fans, Old Republic fans.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you, Will, for popping in the chat and the super
Give us
chat.
the
and
heads
bringing that up. By the way, Will is one of our favorites. He is awesome. He is doing. He just recently announced he's doing a 24-hour live stream for charity. God bless his soul. But yeah, be sure to follow him, and I think we're going to be hanging out with him in 2026 at some point. More details on that. But Lacey, I had put my show notes away, but I know we have another segment to get into in just a moment. But just again, Andor top 10 AFI TV show of 2025. To me, zero surprise there. Andor season 2 was absolutely incredible. Do you have any thoughts or?
I mean, it's not surprising at all. I think it just got nominated for also Critics' Choice Award. I think Diego even got nominated for that. It's going to get a bunch of awards. It's a stunning political drama that just happens to take place in Star Wars. It's beautifully written, beautifully shot, like epically acted, like top tier acting from everybody involved. So it deserves all the awards. I hope it gets everything that it's nominated for. I think some people were annoyed it did get snubbed in one category, I think, with the Golden Globes or drama or something.
Did it?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Lacey, we have another segment of the show. We call it One with the Force, and let's have some fun.
The Force is with me, and I'm one with the Force.
So a little different from everybody's favorite Will of the Force. One with the Force is where John comes up with some situations, and you have to give one answer for each question. You can't do this or that, or maybe these three pick. You have to pick one and stand by it and say it with your whole chest, as they say on the internet. So kicking it off is, as we talked about earlier, the original Star Wars is approaching its 50th anniversary. But what if Star Wars wasn't made until today? Recast the following characters using actors that are around today: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia. John, I'm going to let you start. And I'm going to say, honestly, this week, you went hard with these questions.
Oh, yeah? Right.
This was a tough one. These few. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'm doing all of mine first?
Well, do you want to do one character each, or do you want to do all at once?
Yeah, we'll do one each.
Okay. What do you want to start with? Obi-Wan?
Han Solo.
Okay, go ahead.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh, you're doing that?
Who else would you cast to play Han Solo right now?
Well, because he's already Han Solo, I thought we had to pick someone new.
No.
Okay, then I'm going to pick Alden. Like, Alden's my pick then.
Well, who was your other pick?
It doesn't matter because it's not my pick.
No. Come on. Who was it?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Come
It doesn't
on.
matter.
Come on.
No.
Be the lady of the people.
I am by picking Alden.
So you're not going to tell everybody who you have on your notes. You keep looking to your right. There's something on your screen. What is the name?
Who do you think I chose?
I like Miles Teller or something like that.
First of all, I hate Miles Teller, so absolutely not.
You hate him. All right.
Yes, do not like him.
So who was it?
It was Glenn Powell.
Chad Powers? Oh,
Not
man.
Chad Powers, but the character that we love to hate in Top Gun and the character that we love to hate in, charming but kind of a doofus. Yeah. In Hitman, he also plays a similar character in the Twisters movie. It's just like, the cocky guy with a heart of gold. And that's what Han
All right.
Solo is. So
All right,
he's
so I
proven
went
that
with Alden Ehrenreich. You go with Glenn Powell. All right, okay.
But I didn't know we had to pick we could pick people that are already playing those roles. You said today, as
You
in
pick
like
any actor.
I understand that, but I took it as today. They're starting Star Wars right today. Like no one would consider Alden for Han Solo today because they were trying to fill someone that would fit the role of Harrison Ford at a younger age.
Yeah,
Do you
now
understand
that
what I'm
he's in his
saying?
30s,
Never
he's
mind.
perfect.
Never mind.
All
Okay,
right,
go to
let's
the
move
next
on.
one. Go to the
Let's
next
go
one.
to Leia. Let's go to Leia. Who do you have playing Leia if Star Wars was made today?
Jenna Ortega.
Oh, good
I
pick.
think she's really good with comedic timing. She's tough. She can stand on her own in a scene, and she's small and little, like Carrie was. So, like the group photo would look great.
And she, she's so like a no nonsense type of person.
She's witty, sarcastic. Yeah,
That's a great pick. Yeah, I like it.
thanks.
Mine is actually sort of adjacent to that. I picked Emma Myers, who is her co-star in Wednesday. And
Interesting. I wouldn't have chosen her, but interesting.
Yeah, and she's in the Minecraft movie. And she also, I guess, I didn't know this before I picked her, but she voiced one of the characters in Visions. She voiced Cheetah, Chita in Visions. So, but yeah, I like your pick. I like both picks.
Thanks.
Let's move on to Luke. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go because I just went.
I am going with Noah Jupe.
Noah Jupe.
He's
Who's
the kid
that?
from A Quiet Place.
I have no idea who that is.
He's a really good young actor. He's like 20 years old. I think he would be a perfect Luke if they made Star Wars today. Noah Jupe. I think people might know who he is, but
interesting. So, what is your reasoning behind that, though?
One, he's a very good young actor. Two, I could see him having that sort of like innocent, sandy-haired farmer look.
Okay.
And he's of age. He's 20 years old, and he's a talented young actor. And he's not a Chalamet where you're like seeing somebody who's everywhere. Like the fact that you don't know who he is perfect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I love how Scott in the comments is saying Brittany Snow. Why? Because she's hot,
Snow
Scott?
She is fantastic. I'm watching The Beast in Me right now. She's very good. But who's your Luke, Lacey?
My Luke is Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
Oh, all right. He's a little old,
Steve
but that's
Harrington.
cool.
He's a little old, but I think he could play younger. And I also think Steve Harrington is a perfect example of a character that started off one way, but then grew with the audience and immediately became a fan favorite. But then ultimately he's charming, is good with a joke, and makes the right choice at the end of the day. Like his character, Steve Harrington, makes the right choice, even if it's the hard one, which is
like
what
Joe
Luke has
Keery.
to do.
Yeah.
So, Joe Keery.
Very cool. Right on. And then last but not least, Obi-Wan. You're up.
Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, that is good. Kenneth Branagh is great. Yeah, that's.
I think he's great. He's Shakespearean trained. He's like very, just wise old man. So
that is a great pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know my pick.
Is it Sean Bean? Because I'm gonna punch something if it is.
It's Sean Bean.
Oh my god! Get out of here!
Absolutely. What do you mean? Get out of here! Sean Bean as Obi-Wan would rip.
You're just saying that for the bit. You're just saying this for the bit that you've been doing for years.
I don't do bits. Sean Bean would absolutely crush as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now you're just straight up lying. You're saying you don't do bits. Like you're the king of a bit.
Not when I'm voicing like my opinion about something.
Sean Bean is a bit.
Sean Bean is not a bit. I would do anything for Sean Bean to be in Star Wars. He's in every other GD franchise, but he can't find his way into Star Wars, and he would be incredible in Star Wars. Sean Bean is awesome. It is not a bit.
It is a bit. It's totally a bit.
No. Me saying like Fran Drescher is my hall pass might be a bit, but I do love Fran Drescher. Sean Bean being in Star Wars, not a bit.
I'm sorry,
Not
what?
a bit. What? Who doesn't love Fran Drescher?
What just happened? I feel like I just got slapped and then you kept on going with the conversation.
I feel like you said you were going to slap me if I said Sean Bean, and I said Sean Bean. What do you think about that?
Well, what's the next question? The next question is pick one Star Wars screenwriter and one Star Wars director who did not directly work on a Star Wars movie together that you would team up to create a Star Wars movie together. They don't have to be alive. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. I totally misread this question and made a completely different choice than what is offered here. So you can go first and maybe I can quickly change my choices.
So
Which, by the way, on Instagram, Anthony, thanks for watching on Instagram, says that he would have Luke Skywalker played by Sebastian Stan. I just thought I should throw that out there if anybody's ever heard that before.
Sebastian Stan is 50 years old. What are we doing, guys? Imagine Sebastian Stan, he's as old as Uncle Owen, and Uncle Owen's like, you can screw around with your friends later. He's like, screw you. I will beat you up. I'm your same age.
For some reason, when you just said that, what are we doing? I pictured you taking that really old picture that sold for $3.9 million and just punching your hand through it. What are we doing?
That would be horrible if someone bought that thing just to like do something terrible to it.
No, it's someone that really loves Star Wars because they didn't release who bought it. They were like, it's private. They don't want to say who bought it.
Oh, we got a shout out for James here from Kyle. That's so true. James always hated that casting. James never gotten heat on social media, but like the 2 times he did, he made a comment about Millie Bobby Brown playing Leia and Sebastian Stan playing Luke.
He got like so like hated on. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know how to handle this. I'm not controversial.
Meanwhile, you got hated on about Paul Dano, who then also started a whole thing last week with Paul Dano on the internet. And I felt like you were having PTSD flashbacks to Paul Dano.
Yeah, all I said was, nah, I'm not even going to get into it. But that was like 8 years ago. I think I said Paul Dano wasn't as good looking as Adam Driver, and people lost their mind. But anyway, my picks for this: one Star Wars screenwriter and one Star Wars director who never directly worked on a Star Wars movie together that I would team up to create a Star Wars movie. This is people are going to think this is insane, and it's not a bit. I'm dead serious. The writer, George Lucas, the director, Rian Johnson.
They'd probably make a bomb movie because they're both so wild that like it would be so good because they'd end up hating each other at the end of it.
'Cause I feel like George Lucas, obviously, he created Star Wars. I am totally fine with George Lucas putting pen to paper and writing that. The reason I picked him writing and Ryan directing is I feel like George Lucas always wanted someone else to direct the prequels, and you could tell some of the takes he went with dialogue delivery and stuff were just misses, and he probably should have not taken those. I think Rian Johnson would have gotten the best out of the actors more than George Lucas did, because George Lucas, if you watch all these documentaries and hear him in interviews and see him actually in clips on set, he seemed very timid to upset his actors. Like, and it'd always be that whole faster, more intense thing. But like, I think Rian Johnson could really get more out of it, but keep George's pen to paper and let Ryan bring it to life. I think that would be such an interesting. I'm not saying redo the prequels. I'm saying a new Star Wars movie in a timeline that doesn't exist. George Lucas writes this script and Rian Johnson brings it to life. I think that'd be a really cool Star Wars movie.
I'm gonna say Rian Johnson writes, J.J. Abrams directs.
That's pretty cool.
Which I think that's what the last one should have been. I think Ryan should continue his story, and I think they should have brought JJ back to direct because I just like JJ's directing better.
I remember
keep
JJ
the same
saying
DP.
Yeah. I remember JJ saying when he read the Last Jedi script, he wished he could direct it. So
yeah,
you're not far off. I mean, that would be. They should just bring the two of them back. like cancel out all the nonsense. And
People would lose their minds. Which is funny
yeah,
because they both did I think they did a panel together talking about, was it Frankenstein? They were on a panel
was
together, JJ and Ryan, or was he at Wake Up Dead Man with
it might
Ryan?
have been. I think it was about Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah, which is out tonight. Really hyped about that. But Ryan did it like JJ was on the panel with him, just chit chatting,
Mm.
and everyone's like, they hate each other.
Oh, how about this pairing from Jedi Sparky? Irvin Kershner directing a Tony Gilroy script. Man,
Yo, fire, straight
the
fire.
intimacy in that shot, in those shots, with that writing would be, man.
Oh yeah, because Empire Strikes Back has such good dialogue that like Tony would shine
Yeah.
right in that
Oh
dialogue.
man, good stuff. All right. What else we
Can
got?
I say who I was gonna pick, even though it's not Star Wars? So I thought it was like, what two directors would you pick to do a Star Wars that haven't done a Star Wars? That's how I read it because I was reading it quickly. I obviously picked Joseph Kosinski from Top Gun and Chris McQuarrie from Top Gun Maverick. I was
Oh,
like, just have them do Star Wars. They're already good together. All right. Last question is, who would be the best Star Wars character when it comes to hosting a big holiday dinner, John? Coming up on the holidays, we just did Thanksgiving. Who would be the best character?
I know what you're gonna pick, so I'm not gonna say that.
What am I gonna pick?
You're gonna pick Maz Kanata. So
How do you know?
we've been doing this too long.
Oh my god.
I know all the reasons you're gonna say. It's great.
What are my reasons?
She's shown that she can have a lot of people around and be cool with it, and like she has this cool place, and she's like welcoming to everybody. Like you're gonna say all that stuff. But my pick is Rio Durant. I think
you would have picked that too. Yes, you always pick him too when it comes to a party.
yeah, Rio Durant would have
Your pick is always Rio and mine's always Mask.
anything about like dinners and
Yeah,
hosting.
dinners,
But yeah,
food, hosting.
yeah, I think Rio Durant would have a
Because
ripping
he wanted to have
party,
a
and I would love.
cantina. He wanted to
Yeah, I
have,
would love to go to
set up
his house for a holiday party.
cooking meats.
So Lacey, what's your pick?
Mascanada. Look, I told you, you would always pick Rio because you always do the like, oh well, he cooks a lot of meats. He's grilling. He's got all the arms. Clearly wants it. Yeah, yeah. Of course, I pick Maz. She's like the party planner committee. Like she is like, come into my bar and hang out, and like to have that much clientele for thousands of years means you're good at what you do until
She
they
is
smash
good.
your castle to the ground and then you have nothing. Until they take one of the coolest locations in Star Wars and destroy it within 15 minutes.
Devastating. These beasts, they're here.
Oh, JJ.
Yeah, that's true. Like people are like, JJ played it safe. I'm like, JJ killed everybody. What are you talking about,
Killed
man?
everybody, destroyed everybody, and then just pieced out.
Like,
he was like, go ahead.
JJ killed people. He had them fighting through the Force. Like that was wild. And people are like, oh, JJ just did a rehash. I'm like, no, he didn't. You may have not liked what he did. JJ took heavy swings with his final dance. And
Well, not just him. Didn't Lawrence Kasdan write it?
Force Awakens, yeah. But Rise
Yeah.
of Skywalker, JJ's like, let's get nuts.
Oh, you're saying Rise of Skywalker. I'm saying Force Awakens.
Look, it's me and JJ.
That's
Best
I don't know,
friends.
that feels weird. Feels a little weird.
Get out of here. I'm the Funko Pop.
You're like at your house, like it's just me and JJ. Just a couple of buddies hanging out. So
hey John. All right. What else we got?
Nothing. It's time to ask your questions. So before I play the intro, if you want to send in your questions in the chat with hashtag Ask the Resistance, we'll get into that right now.
Let's go.
I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
All right. Go ahead. Am I doing this one?
Oh yeah.
All right. So first up, We have at Nuggets Jordan 4583. What up, Nuggets Jordan? Who asks, what do you think of the Photor reveal, which is the fate of the Old Republic, for those that don't know, which we did not know when we started this episode. John, what do you think of the reveal?
Full disclosure, I don't know. I'm not the biggest KOTOR fan, and that's not because I don't think it's cool. I just never sat down and got into it, or I didn't play it, so but this game looks like a movie. Like we've reached that point where I remember when N64 came out and I was playing GoldenEye thinking how do they look so real?
I thought you were going to say I was playing Tomb Raider and I was like, how do they look so real? And you were talking about Tomb Raider's boobs. That's what I thought you were the joke you were going to make.
Isn't Sophie Turner playing Tomb Raider? Yeah.
She is. She is.
Yeah. Yeah, she rocks. It's House Stark forever. But it looks so good. It we're at this point now where these things look like movies, and I assume it's not going to come out for PS4, so I probably would have to upgrade a console or something. But man, I am very interested to hear more about this. I'm going to have to call Kevin Smets because he's like the KOTOR king. I'm going to have to call Kevin Smets and get learned up on KOTOR, Old Republic, and what this game's all about. Because man, that one shot of the rain falling into the puddle and then it turning shifting the colors, I was like, that might as well be a camera filming right now. They are at a level now where it's just mind-blowing, and it's almost going to be like you're playing a Star Wars movie on your TV instead of playing a game. So I was completely surprised because it popped up in the middle of our show right now, but two, blown away by how this thing looks. How about you?
Yeah, this plays into at Spoonyone's question up next. How's it going? He asks, you guys going to start covering more video game stuff at all? Thanks, guys. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I think we are because this just looks so great. Like I would totally play this game. This game looks super fun.
Yeah.
The problem is that I am now an old person and I don't think I have the I don't know, technology to play this game. I might have to see what is this playing on Steam? I might I'm back a couple PSs. I need to get up on what the latest system is. I mean, I have a Switch, but I don't think they have a Switch version
PS5,
of this game.
yeah.
Steam maybe online.
I still haven't played this game.
So I tried playing that. It's kind of hard. And
games are tough.
You know what got me? And this always gets me. This is going back to childhood that I could never do this. When you have to jump and grab onto something and then you have to kind of scale it and then jump to the next thing and also grab on at the same time. I can't do it. I sat there
for Donkey Kong.
I don't know how to I don't know if Donkey Kong, it's like a wall. You grab onto the wall and you kind of walk across, but then you have to jump to the next wall while also grabbing on. And if you miss it, you fall to your death. Yeah. I was trying to do that and he kept falling and it was 45 minutes of that. And I was like, I give up. That's it. And I just turned the machine off.
All right. But are you a rage quitter?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get out of here. And I'm done. But yeah, no, we appreciate the question though, Spoony One. And I'll try to cover this stuff. I think it would be fun to do play alongs and stuff like that. It's just I gotta get up. My skills aren't as good as they used to be. I gotta practice a little bit or something before we start playing these games. Next up is April with the super chat. Thank you so much, April. Really appreciate it. Love you guys and #save the hunt for Ben Solo. Agreed. I am. If you want to see a real, not playing it up for social media, an actual real crash out, go back on my Twitter account and scroll down to when this news came out. There was a 90-minute to 2-hour span where I was just like, what do you mean? What? It was that Jennifer Lawrence clip, what do you mean? what do you mean?
You were
And
eating hot wings at the time?
I was like, never had such a reaction that was, I don't know, I was just like dumbfounded. It went in waves. Then it was anger. Then it was like, this is so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to back to like, but imagine how cool this could be. And there was like a slight excitement and then back to the anger. But
Don't
yeah,
ever give up, April. Don't ever give up.
I'm not. Fingers crossed that they come
Yeah.
around. But thanks so much. We really appreciate the support, April. And I
Thank you,
hope that
April.
it does happen. And when it does, I'm just going to tweet out, April, we did it. We did it, April.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next is Darth Snips. What up, Darth Snips? How's it going? She asks, Daisy Ridley has been incredibly patient with all the delays around her new Jedi Order movie. Do we think Lucasfilm risks losing her if they keep pushing things back, John?
No, I don't think so. I like the bunch of the other things Daisy Ridley's been doing since The Rise of Skywalker. Young Woman in the Sea, I thought she was incredible. But I haven't seen her tap into the big money making stuff. And Star Wars is such a perfect spot for her. You know, she's in position to be next generation's Luke Skywalker, like we constantly talk about. Like those kids still don't really have a big social media voice yet. The kids who were 5 who saw The Force Awakens are like 15 now. In 5 years, and maybe that's why they're waiting. In 2030, when those kids are all over social media and they're like, "Oh, Rey is awesome. You shut up." Like it's going to change the culture the same way things change for the prequels. Because
And
some people
Hayden,
forget,
Yang
like the
Yuan,
prequels
yeah.
were annihilated when they came out. Hayden Christensen was absolutely crushed by people. And now look at him. He gets bigger ovations than George Lucas now, which to me is
Yeah.
insane.
He's a
But
hero. Yeah.
I love him. And I love that he's getting his flowers now. Same thing's gonna go down in about 5 years. And if they wait for that movie to come out then, which they're saying is supposed to be 15 years after The Rise of Skywalker anyway, then wait till 2030 and watch what happens. Mark my words. So I don't think she's going anywhere. I think they probably maybe had these types of conversations and she'll be ready to go. And I
She's
hope
not
they
going
take their
anywhere.
time. Yeah. I hope they
She got
take
a
their
big
time.
blank check from them. She's not going anywhere.
And I hope it's not even just like, oh, we had a great time at the Star Wars movie. I hope this movie just crushes in all facets. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
rooting just as hard as anybody for Daisy Ridley's return as Rey. So
I'm also cheering for this. Kagi2121 says, I heard she's supposed to be in a rom-com with Alden. Yes, she filmed it. It's wrapped. This movie might change my life. I'm not gonna lie. I might start a podcast just for this movie. Okay. So that's where we're at. And that's all we got for this time. Guys, thank you so much for your
those
questions.
are all the
I really appreciate it.
questions. All right.
Back to you, John.
Well, that takes us to the end of the show. We always aim for a crisp hour, and we're about there. But I can't thank everybody enough for whether you're joining us live or you're listening on your way to work or you work from home or you're sharing this at school. Thank you so much for making TRB a part of your lives and being a part of ours. We really have a great community. And however you listen to the podcast or support the podcast, I just want to say thank you very, very much for that. A big shout out to our patrons, of course, patreon.com/TRB podcast. Go check out the site. You don't even have to sign up to check out what it's all about. Take a look at the tiers. We
You can
are
join for
making
free.
some updates. What's that?
You can join for free and see what it's all about.
Right.
And you can also preview posts for a couple of the posts to see what we do. And then also, if you join for free, you get notifications anytime we post a new episode. So if sometimes you don't want to get on social media and you get bogged down by all the emails and stuff and you can't keep up, don't worry. We send you out a message saying, hey, there's a new episode. Check it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, thank you. However you sign up and however you join us, but definitely go check it out because I know we always push it because it's very important for this podcast. We don't say that lightly. Patreon.com/TRB podcast. Thank you. Got to give a special big old shout out to the Generals and Spice Runners, Generals Carmelo, John Reese, Jetta Rosewater, Frank Grande, Chris Morales, Mike Ramori, Brendan McLaughlin, Sneaky Zebra, Colin Cormier, Stephen Garrow, and Darth Snips. And the Spice Runners, David Provis, Neil Schock, Kendall Gellner, Andrew Staley, Jeremy Myers, the Fort Worthy, and Brian Smith. We will be with you on Monday. We're talking Supergirl, Hunger Games, the return of Katniss and that other guy. That's all going down on Nerdy and Nice on Monday. And then, of course, we'll be back with you on the Resistance broadcast next Thursday for TRB Live. For me, Johnny Hoey on Blue Sky, that's the best spot. Come chat with me. Let's talk about all these cool stories and all this fun we had today. And Nerdy Nice with Lacey, of course. And my movie podcast, Just Like the Movies. We just put an episode out on Casino, Martin Scorsese, if you like movie nostalgia. Lacey, where can people hit you up to talk all about The Hunt for Ben Solo and everything?
Well, I first want to say Miles made a comment here that we ignored him. Miles, we didn't ignore you, I promise. It's just your question was about Old Republic, and I feel like by reacting to it and talking about it, we didn't have to go into the necessary it being canon, because we kind of discussed that we didn't really know much about this story and where it was going to go from here. I promise it's not that I'm ignoring you. I would never do that. So I just want to say that really quick. Also, I want to mention that we do have new merch up on our website, trbpodcast.com, including Make Solo 2 Happen stuff. You guys have asked for it. It is back up there, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, etc. There's other cool stuff, including our Endor edition hoodie, which came out before Columbia's stuff came out. So I promise we didn't know.
No, we didn't.
And then just a little note to Patreon. For patrons $10 and up, we are sending out our yearly mailings. They started going out today, so be on the lookout for that. And then separately, I just want to say that it's been kind of a crazy week for me. I lost a friend, unfortunately, who took his life right before the holidays. So I just wanted to make a statement that if you're having a hard time, which I know that this is the time of year that happens, people get lonely, a lot of stuff going on, pressures, stuff building up, please reach out if you need help. Everybody is here for you. You don't have to do this alone. You matter. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Right on. Well said. Yeah. So thank you again, everybody. If you need the audio version, it will be out in the morning, Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. If you're in the Northeast like me, I'm going to a Giants game Sunday. I'm gonna be frozen like Han Solo.
You're gonna be so cold.
Yeah. Stay warm. We'll see you nerds on Monday for Nerdy and Nice, and then we'll see you next Thursday right here on the Resistance broadcast. We'll see you around, kids.